Ja, Hallöchen. Wir sind hier auf unserem ersten Event von Massive Dynamic mit Radical Redemption hier in Hamburg. Und wir werden jetzt mal ein paar kleine Fragen stellen. So, hi Joey, welcome to Hamburg.
Thank you.
It's an honor meeting you. And yeah, I would like to say, ask the first question. Have you ever been to Hamburg so far? Is this the first time?
No, for me it's the first time playing Hamburg. Not the first time in Germany, but it's the first time in Hamburg for me. I played like in Germany at Syndicate, that kind of parties. But I'm really looking forward because, as you can see, it's the One Man Army World Tour. And we did Italy, and now Germany is next. So let's see what you got, Hamburg. Huh? I'm on in 3 hours, so we've got a lot of time left. So, but they're also going crazy right now, so that's cool.
So, perfect, yeah. The next question is, concerning such an event like this, what is crucial for you when that you say, okay, this was a good event, that was amazing for you. So, what is crucial for you?
For me, the most important thing for an event to be like awesome is when the people are going fucking crazy. So it doesn't matter for me if I'm standing in a club with 50 or 100 people or a stadium with 10,000. Like the stadium is awesome, but if the people are standing still, it's the party is fucked up. So the most important thing for me is like tear the fucking house down and be like ah, and then it's a perfect party for sure. Yeah, that's the most important thing. So go nuts, mental. Come on, Germany.
So talking about the last events, you mentioned it, Syndicate. We saw you there. It was you were a surprise guest together with Destructive Tendencies. Yeah. It was an amazing set. We were standing there, Radical Redemption, and then the set was amazing. We were really bam, you know. So to be honest, do you have any plans to go maybe into the hardcore scene or something like this?
Well, I don't actually got like really plans to go into the hardcore, but the thing I always do is like because with Destructive Tendencies I did a collaboration for my album, The One Man Army, and I always work in albums, and the awesome thing about that is that you can make it like a journey through the BPMs. Like you start at 150. The most of the album is hardstyle, but you have to close it in style, you know. So be like, come on. So I did a collaboration with Destructive Tendencies, Diprex, also Anger Fist, Miss Kate, Drugs. So there was a really hard stuff on it. But I will always do just some hardcore tracks on the side and release them as Radical Redemption. And I'm not really planning on starting like a hardcore name for myself. I will always do it just once in a while. Make a hardcore track. Be like, come on, 200 BPMs, 190, 180. Between, I don't give a fuck. If it's just hard, then it's awesome.
Do you have any plans already for 2016 you would like to share with us already, or are there any?
Yeah, well, I always work like at a year basis. Like I always make plans for the next year. So I already know what's gonna happen in 2016, but I cannot tell you yet. So, but keep an eye on my social media and stuff, and I think the first announcement will be like May, something like that, like May, April. Well, I will see. I'm so sorry. I cannot tell you yet, but well, you'll see, and it will be awesome.
When you were younger, were there any artists like a star you always loved and like to be like him when you were younger? Is it somebody you would like to follow?
Well, for me, and I'm gonna look over there. There's Cripsis standing over there. Yeah, hello, that's Mr. Cripsis. No, when I started to listen to hardstyle, he was one of the first people that really got me into it because of his Statement of Intent. It was a CD released in 2009, I think, and it was so different, and it was so, yeah, being outside the box, and everyone being inside the box, and then for me it was like the whole vibe what he created in his tracks. I was like, I really want to do that kind of stuff, the feel, the minor chords, the bit of sadness in the tracks, but also the uplifting feeling, and it was like, it's fucking awesome. And then I met him when I played in a club, and we started talking, and that's how we became friends. And then I made my tracks, and at some point I sent it to Cripsis, and he sent it to the Minus is More. And that's how I signed with Minus is More. Without Cripsis, I wouldn't be on Minus is More. So, thank you so much again. Yeah. Thank you.
Another question that comes to my mind. When you were younger, you said you were playing drums.
Yeah.
Are you still today playing drums, maybe in your spare time to relax, or when you need new ideas or something like this? Do you have still the time for this?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is that when I played the drums, they were like my dream was to become like a professional drummer. So the time I invest now in my producing. Back in the day, I invested that time in drumming. So my mom and dad must have been fucking crazy of my drumming, because I played the drums for like between 4 or 6 hours a day. And after that, I started producing and also still use the drum elements in my tracks. But once in a while, because it's in my bedroom, my drum kit. So once in a while, when I'm like, well, let's do something different, or if it isn't really working out in the studio, I'm going to walk to my bedroom, do like put on my headphones, I drum a bit, and I like a lot of stuff, but I like the harder stuff, drumming Metallica tracks and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's then like rough shit, and and then I'm within a half an hour, I'm like, well, okay, that was cool. And I go back into the studio. No, the drummer is inside me, and it always will be. You can also see it like with when I do the kick rolls, and it's only the signature drum move what you do with your drumstick on the snare. So, yeah, I'll always be a drummer inside. That's for sure.
Talking about your parents, to be honest, when the first time you came to your parents, mom and dad, I want to become a DJ, a producer.
Yeah.
What did they say? How was the first reaction? Do you still remember it?
Well. I grew up in a musical family. My mother is a Dutch singer. She also did like the Eurovision Song Contest for Holland, that kind of stuff. And my dad has like his own bookings agency and event company. So when I told them I want to do something in music, they know the pros and the cons of music, and also like, well, try to finish your school and that kind of stuff. But they were really supportive, especially when they heard the tracks, and they were like, well, there's something there. It's not, you're not there yet, but there's like there are really good ideas in the tracks. So they were really supportive for that. Also, when I had to sign contracts and that kind of stuff, I could always talk to them and be like, well, what to do over here. And yeah, so I grew up in the whole music business, but like not the electronic dance music, of course, but like the bands and the normal artists. But yeah, so my parents were very supportive, but also being like, well, finish your school, make good choices, and then when you want to do it, do it. So thanks to mom and dad.
Let's close the interview with the last question. Do you have a message, especially for the German hardstyle scene, you would like to share with them?
First of all, I want to say thank you for supporting Radical Redemption. It's also really good to see that the hardstyle scene is growing in Germany, because I can see a lot of more bookings coming up. And ich danke Ihnen alle. Und was sagen Sie, full auf die Klatsche oder was? Muss richtig Party machen, das sagen ja jeden Mal. Richtig Party machen. Ja? Cool. Danke. Wir sehen uns in 3 Stunden. Ja, Radical Redemption, thanks.
Hi everybody, we're now right here with Radical Redemption after his gig, and let's see what he says about the crowd from Hamburg.
It was fucking sick. We're totally fucking crazy. It was fucking sick. It was fucking sick. It was insane. It went totally insane. Germany was fucking great. Let's do it. Let's do it again next week.
Okay, next week.
Next week we'll do it again. Fuck it. Fuck it. High five for you, man. It was fucking awesome. You did a great job. Germany. Vielen Dank. Das war super.